now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it showing live now, so we are there.
We are there. Um, Sorry that was such an epic failure of the game, but
Tech issues are normal, don't worry about it.
I kind of wonder how this is broadcasting over. But I'm gonna open up the pop the YouTube feed. I guess I'll do that. I don't think I can mess that up. Oh yeah, yeah.
Let me go ahead and just shoot this one over, just that way whoever is or was watching, they'll know we've switched over to a different stream.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Oops. So I guess like stream like nobody's watching, as they say.
Yeah, I mean they'll come in. It's basically we just do our own thing and they'll do theirs. That's how it be.
Yeah. Um, I told you last week, right, that my my Father's Day weekend I got called into work.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Like I know you
basically,
said you were on call, like or that your job basically keeps you on call is what they do. I
yeah,
think.
yeah. They have a certain schedule. They rotate uh, the four techs that are with us currently.
Hmm.
We kind of rotate on call every 2 weeks or so.
Oh, okay.
And the only good thing is that the department that we work for is not it's only open till 5 o'clock. Well, 9 o'clock really. So it's not like a 24 hour. Um, when the business shuts down,
Hmm.
that's when we can kind of relax and say, okay,
Yeah. So
nobody's at work to be running the show or running the checkouts or whatever it is. The transactions per day
mhm.
at each location. So
So it's just kind of like if randomly like the network goes down at whatever location, whoever's on call that week or that day, whatever, just gets called in, like you deal with it.
that was me over the week on Sunday,
Oh,
Father's Day, I believe. They said my supervisor called me and said, "Go check out a site." Site went down. They have 28, unfortunately, 28 more than 28 locations. So kind of so, and it was a AT&T, so there was nothing really I can do other than kind of just make make a call to AT&T and find out
hmm.
what's going on. Y'all have Google Fiber out there in Austin?
Yeah, some locations do.
Yeah.
Just kind of depends.
Yeah, we're just about implementing that here in San Antonio. I think they're creating little hubs here and little.
Yeah,
Um,
we're just about darn implementing it. That I got an echo in there. Sorry. In San Antonio, hush.
Shut up, guy.
Well, I click on it and then it's like, oh, it like has this delay and it's like, do the thing I told you to do.
We do have somebody watching. Um, I think if that's what I'm seeing here, but yeah, I know I was kind of watching the out and about
Mm-hmm.
earlier. Um, I was I didn't comment a couple times. I joined. I was like, oh wait, hold on. I wasn't kind of. Um, I only had my phone with me, so kind of just like, uh, I'll just. I won't chit chat as much. I'll just kind of write here and there,
Yeah.
and that's what I usually do normally. If I join a live stream with y'all guys or with anybody in the chat, I normally just listen in, and it might seem kind of. I'm one of those lurkers, I guess. That's what they call them now.
Yeah, I tend to do that like in other people's streams.
Like, what's her name? Spooky Astronauts and Maven.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw you there, but
Yeah, I think I only popped up like maybe 2 or 3 times at the most, and I mean, like same thing. I just kind of like mostly like when I'm when I'm in other people's streams, like usually it's more like a like background noise, and then I'll just like comment randomly, like whenever like something catches my interest.
it wouldn't be too narcissistic if I liked my own stream, would it?
I think it helps at least boost the viewability of it.
I was just gonna do that, but I said, "What the hell am I doing?"
Mm,
If I
it's
like
your
my own,
stream.
if I like,
You should be allowed to like it if you want.
it's not that great. Come on, come on now.
Mm. Is there such a thing as a perfect stream or an awesome stream? No.
No,
And just press the button.
I'm
Doesn't
sorry.
hurt it.
Sorry if I'm munching down on anything. Um, just eating a pear for
That's
now.
fine.
It tends to be some people's pet peeve if you hear people like eating, especially like chips.
I usually go into other people's streams eating something, so I won't do it on my own, but I'll like do it in other people's streams. It's just random.
Wow, that pear was not that good.
That pear was harvested off of the tree so that you could eat it to nourish yourself, and you disrespect it by saying the pear wasn't that good. That pear could have kept living and it died for you.
Should have got apple. I should have got an apple instead.
That's so rude.
Damn it. Or banana.
Now you're like just dissing the poor pear with other fruits. It's like the pear can't help being a pear. It can only be what it is. It's not the pear's fault it wasn't good enough.
Yeah. But I'm still eating it, so it is.
Well, that doesn't help. You already said the pear wasn't that good.
Yeah, it just wasn't that great.
How do you think that makes the pear feel?
It's my review of the pear. It doesn't care what I think of its edibility. Is that a word? Edibility?
Sure.
Okay.
It'll work.
Yeah, that word. Um,
That stuff and the thing and the whatever.
so we had. So I guess it's not just um, the count is actually other people in the stream. So I thought it was just, it counts us as watching because we have the window open.
Mm-hmm.
But I only have the window open because I'm trying to. I was trying to take the chat out,
Yeah.
and now I guess can you close it after you take the chat out? No, I guess not. Right?
I think if you close the window, it shuts the whole, like closes you out of there completely, I think. I don't know. I've never played with it.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
I have no idea.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Well, you have more experience.
I don't tinker with stuff. I just do the thing, and then when I'm done, I'm like, okay, bye.
You do what you do when you do it.
That's pretty much about
That's
it.
what you said.
Pretty much. I just do the thing, and then when I'm done, I go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You well, I'll wait for your stream tomorrow. Shameless plug that Horror Retrospective is having a stream tomorrow.
Oh no, you're telling on me.
They're gonna find out.
Yeah. Eventually.
You might as well tell them now.
Well, I think I had mentioned during like my second stream before my phone died on me um, that I was going to do another one on Sunday. I think I said that. I don't remember.
Yeah, me and Deacon were left talking to each other,
That's funny.
and we're like, "Oh, the stream dropped out." And I was like, "Oops." Well, this is awkward.
Yeah,
So,
my phone just like randomly died on me. Like I think the last thing I was talking about was like Apocalypse Now, and I was like, what's this other thing? And I'm like, oh, it's a documentary about the making of Apocalypse Now. And then next thing I know, my
no,
screen's black, and I'm like, okay, bye.
that
Yeah,
was it was good. It was funny. Not making
yeah.
fun of you. I'm not laughing at you.
No, I mean it's fine. I mean, like I know last stream I was saying, oh yeah, my phone's getting ready to die. I should probably wrap it up. And then I'm like, well, I guess I'm done picking stuff out. And
Mm-hmm.
I know while I was driving over there, I had it charged while so it could like pick up a bit more, and I guess it just wasn't enough.
Mm.
And I
Did
was
it
like
die?
charging it in the drive, so
Did the phone just die completely? Like
yeah,
completely?
I just like completely went down.
Oh,
And I'm like, I'm going to sleep now.
well, that kind of sucks because then you don't have a phone if you have an emergency.
Well, I mean, my charger was like in the car, but that's what I'm saying. Like, well, I guess like while I was driving, like in between locations, it probably just wasn't.
No, no charge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to support a second stream. Yeah.
Now you know, I guess. But that was
Well,
actually really
it
annoying.
was an experiment. I had never done two live streams in one day, so
And one ran for about an hour, and the other one ran for about 30 minutes, 36 minutes or so.
yeah, like about 40 minutes, and then the other one was like 30 some odd.
Yeah. I was told. Let me see. I got a message. Oh no, that's just you posting cat woman stuff
Nah,
on Twitter.
yeah.
It's like I got a message. No, it's just cat women.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't like finish posting Catwoman stuff while I was like out streaming. So I'm not done catting.
Stop being so catty.
That's what women's is. That's all they do. Like one lady notices another one. Oh, I can't believe she wore those shoes with that skirt. I'm like, what the fuck do you care? You're not wearing them. Shut up, bitch.
Oh, you were wearing boots, right?
I was wearing flats. I was saying earlier that I almost wore boots.
Oh, okay. You're talking about giving somebody a smiley, so I was like, oh, maybe you're referring to that.
Yeah, I was because Deacon was saying these flats were made for walking. Um, and then I said, yeah, you can't like actually like hurt somebody unless you're wearing proper boots. And I'm like, you need at least like I'd say at least maybe like a 3 to 4 inch sole to get like the proper effect out of that.
You really want to damage somebody.
Yes.
You're so violent.
Do you have any idea how thick skulls are? Like you have to like apply a lot of pressure to get it to do what you want it to do.
Jeez. I won't ever get you mad. Let me tell you that.
That's funny.
Though I do all the time.
Mm.
Or do I?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
When? Right
I
now?
guess whenever you get me mad.
Okay. I don't see you getting mad.
Yeah.
Not to stomp my head in anyway.
That requires a lot of effort.
And I have a big melon, so so they say.
Mm.
But have you talked to anybody else about streaming live on your channel other than myself or Queenie? Just kind of a.
Um,
I know it's probably a repetitious question here because I probably asked this before, but
no, I mean, like, it doesn't, like, bother me. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I was asking Queenie earlier if she wanted to do, like, the Thursday stream since I don't think we streamed, like, last Thursday or anything. And then I was asking Mercy if she wanted to come back. So
oh yeah,
that's my dog.
it's cool. A dog will dogs will bark.
Yeah, he's a gripey thing, too, and he's not even that old. It's going to be
Yeah,
a while before he decides he's done.
sick him, sick him. Oh, Toodles.
Yeah.
Is it the cat? Maybe.
No, I mean, like, they play, they get along fine. It's usually, like, whenever he hears a sound or something, um, like, it could be something as minor as, like, somebody honking their horn at somebody, and he'll start barking. Like, as long as it's a noise, he'll alert.
Yeah, he'll be on high alert.
Yeah, which I prefer rather than, even if it's, like, not important, I rather him tell me something's going on because one day it might be something.
Yeah. Yeah, our dog just kind of lies there. Though I haven't checked for a pulse, but I think she's still alive.
Yeah, it reminds me of, like, when I had ferrets, like, because some of them are, like, really deep sleepers. But like I know usually like once I start petting them, like they're like, oh hey, what are you doing? Um, and I had one who was like He was like really white, kind of chubby. He had red eyes, but he wasn't like an actual albino ferret. Like I don't know what his deal was. I'm like maybe he was just the devil, but like he wouldn't move. And I know one day like I grabbed like the like the loose skin like from the back of his neck,
Hmm.
and I picked him up and I'm like nothing, like no response. So I let go and his head went plop, and I'm like, "Are you dead?" Like I actually like became concerned, like, are you there? So I like kind of like started messing with him and he's like, like all groggy, like, what?
That is pretty funny.
I thought it was funny. Um,
It's crazy that they're that. Uh, I don't know, deep sleepers. Or
yeah,
they
I mean
can.
like they're all different, but yeah, he was like a super deep sleeper and I'm like I actually was convinced that he was dead, which is why I kind of like started messing with him, like, hello, hey.
Hmm.
And he's like, what?
What?
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
He had a rough night.
I don't know.
Yeah, sick
But
him.
he was funny.
So yeah, our Flicka doesn't have that much of a disposition to bark,
Mm,
other than if she's outside and she
hmm
wants to be let back in. Um, she'll make that noise if she's kind of she wants to be let out, or she
hmm
wants to. Yeah, don't hit the dog.
So dog's in the living room. I'm over here in my own room.
Maybe it's just
Yeah, I mean, like I know the drunk neighbors are outside on their porch. So, I mean, maybe it's just like the echo of their voices that he's barking at. I don't know.
it could be.
Yeah, it's open for speculation. He's over there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know.
What kind of what do you have other names other than Toodles?
Yeah, I call him like tons of nicknames. Like I know usually like whenever he's nervous or whatever, he usually gets the farts, so I call him Tooters or
Tutors.
Toots.
Nice.
Yeah. Or
That
I
can
know
be.
like sometimes I'll call him Toodles Noodles or I'll just call him Noodle for short. But he answers to all of that.
that's that's cool. Yeah, like I've said in the live stream, our dog is. We kept the name from the previous owner,
Hmm. Yeah, from the
but
breeder.
from the breeder. So we got the papers, and we felt kind of like it was official.
Hmm.
She did answer to Flicka, so it was kind of one of those things where do we really want to change it up? We did. My my son gave her a name,
Hmm.
which was a girl's name, by the
Hmm.
way, but it didn't stick.
She wouldn't answer to it.
Yeah, it was we called her Jenny, Jennifer. I think that was it.
Yeah, I mean
And then
sometimes it just
we
takes a
float
while.
yeah, we floated back and forth and called would call her Flicka, Flicks.
Hmm.
And so now sometimes I YouTube and chill and with her, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And watch flicks with flicks, not with chicks.
Well, she's still a girl.
True. So yeah, I guess with chicks.
With
I
Flicks
don't
the chick.
never thought about calling her that though,
That's funny.
because I don't use that word very often.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the word. I don't know what word. I don't know. Supercalifragilistic.
Yeah, I don't even know where that silly little word got made up from. I mean, I know it's from Mary Poppins, but I'm like, what the devil is that?
I'm Mary Poppins.
So, yay for you.
That's just a reference to a movie. I think I'm saying something from a movie. I know I am, but I don't know. I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I've only seen the first one.
You're not missing much.
Wasn't that great?
Uh, there were a lot of cameos and um, it, if you like, did you like the first one?
I liked the first one. I mean, like right from the beginning, it's really fun and it sets the tone, like especially when he's picking up rats and using them as microphones.
I like the soundtrack,
Hmm.
obviously, with the Stevie Nicks and all these older older bands.
Yeah.
So I give it that.
Which I mean, like it's funny because I don't know anything about the character. Obviously, I'm not like a comic book person or anything. But like the when he was in the holding cell and he was like doing that one bit with like the wind up box, and then he like flips off the guards or whatever, and I'm like yelling, "That's so old!" And somebody's like, "Well, he's trapped in the '70s in his mind." I'm like, I was supposed to know that.
He told somebody off.
Yeah, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah, it is old. It was an old move.
Yeah. I mean, like the time before that, the last time I saw that in the movie, one of the Barbarian twins was doing that in a movie, and I'm like, that was back in the '90s.
God, I
So
don't
that's
remember.
how long in between it's been since I've seen somebody pull that stunt.
Wow, I haven't seen that movie in forever. The Barbarian Twins.
Yeah. I'm
God.
like, I'm sure like people who are either in the chat or watching it later, they're like, who's that?
I used to watch that movie. Did it like repeat on television for some reason? Because I remember watching it as a kid. I don't know if I was watching it over and over or
I mean, like they did several movies. Like the one I'm most familiar with is like the one where they're like jewel thieves or something.
oh,
Like
okay.
there was something about diamonds, like they had stolen, and I forget what the whole premise was.
Huh. So there were not only barbarians, there were jewel thieves.
Yeah, I haven't seen like the one where they were like barbarians with like the little like naked and the little leather skirt and all that stuff.
Yeah. You don't like those naked men's running around?
Eh,
Hmm.
they're not impressive.
I don't know where I was going with that, but it was funny. Um, yeah, I don't. The male figure is not what I enjoy, but I'll just say that. like I was saying, that I took an art class, and they expected us to draw a male figure, and I kind of said, "Nope, I'm not drawing that. I'm drawing his foot." Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just like muted since Toodles went like all nuts, and I'm like, nobody needs to hear that. Yeah.
If you want to,
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember that story. I'm like, I'm gonna draw his foot, and I remember even like last time, like even saying like, whenever you're like drawing and just like using a model, like it kind of feels like it's an excuse to like check that
ogle,
person out
yeah,
or ogle them or whatever.
Google. Google them out.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like hard not to feel that way. I'm like, even if that's like not your intention. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I get that. Um, yeah, when they put the female figure in front of us, it was like, your natural sense is to look away because obviously you don't know this person, so you kind of go divert your eyes. Is what they say, right?
I think that's like a natural response for most people. I mean, unless you're like constantly in that setting and that's what you're accustomed to and you're like desensitized to it and you don't see it as parts. Like you just see it as, okay, this is what I need to draw today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I would suggest a female model over. That's just my preference, but you can probably draw whatever you like.
Well, what if I rather just draw a rabbit?
A what?
What if I just rather draw a rabbit?
A rabbit?
Yeah.
Like a bunny?
Yeah.
Okay. Do
I'm
what you
gonna
like.
draw this rabbit. And I don't care if the rabbit sitting over there on the stool has boobs. I'm drawing a rabbit.
Um, maybe it's you just had kids. It had multiple rabbits. Would you be fine in drawing multiple rabbits?
Mm. Rabbit's a rabbit.
Well, we can end the stream early if you want. I know you've been out and about quite some time, and I don't want to keep you too long either. So, and this is my first stream, so it's not like it was a it was a learning experience for me anyway, and hopefully I can correct whatever flub ups I did with the gaming aspects. So maybe we can hopefully try again. Maybe I'll just do it this way where nobody can hear the audio on the game. That is. So I just had a
Alright.
few.
Oh, I just stepped out really quick. Sorry, I didn't know if oh, I thought I typed it. Sorry.
What's that?
Oh no, I thought I had typed that I was just gonna step away really quick, so I don't know if like I thought it went through and I didn't hit send, so I don't know if I like left you hanging. Sorry.
Oh, I was talking about since I had a feeling that you were kind of wanting to uh, end it early.
I mean,
The stream.
it's up to you. I'm cool with it. It's your stream.
So pretty sure that we can't continuously talk. And we've been pretty good for a while. That we've talked for like 2 hours or 4 hours sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, but I know today was kind of what I was saying was today was kind of a long day for you, and peopling and such.
Yeah, I did a bit of running around.
And you know, it's cool if you want to head out early.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I could go to sleep or I could keep hanging out, whatever.
Yeah, and don't forget, I think Dice Roland was having a live stream, but I don't know if she ended it yet. I have to look over there, but
I don't have the YouTube TV guide.
no, I because I'm sub to her, so I
I
see her.
I don't get the notifications. Like I'm subbed to her, and I know like the first two live streams she did, I got a notification, and then like all the other ones I keep missing. I'm like, really? I didn't even know she was on.
Yeah, but I don't see your. I know you probably have them. I don't see them on your channel, but I do know that you get on other people's streams. So
Yeah, like whenever I see someone's on, like I'll pop over there. Like even if it's just for like a few minutes.
yeah, and I don't think anybody's watching out there, but hopefully I might get another viewer or somebody join it. See it. I had a feeling that nobody was going to join the chat unless something else was going on,
Hmm.
but it's not that it was any loss or any kind of my channel was kind of small and not really pretty insignificant, so
Well,
it's
that's
not a big deal.
no, well, I mean that's also why I just kind of like shared the link just because like I said, maybe people just didn't know we were on, so that would at least drive some traffic this way.
Yeah.
I mean, my channel's not super huge either, so
Oh no, but I mean you have what do you call it when you have rapport with others as far as your fellow YouTubers in
mm,
the sense that you can get them in the stream and kind of go off and start chats and such, and still have a decent live stream is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Where I would be probably just talking to myself on live stream instead of if I didn't have you here, basically.
Hmm. Well, I mean, that's kind of like I kind of like try to remember like what did I do this week? What do I have that I can mention or chat about?
Yeah.
Or if I remember like, oh yeah, I was watching such and such the other day. Okay, um, I haven't seen that in a long time. Blah blah blah. Just talking about that. And it kind of helps. I mean, like I'm not like super great at it myself. Like whenever I do like my solo streams, I'm like, okay, and that's the same process I go through. Like, what did I do the other day? What can I chat to you guys about?
Hmm. Yeah. Since I didn't catch the beginning of either live stream, I kind of went back to the beginning. Me and Deacon kind of missed the first part of
Mm,
both streams earlier.
yeah.
So it was one of those things. I missed the front part of the building, so forth, and the artwork outside. So
Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't much going on like up front. I mean, like up, like what I was trying to show, and it's just like it was like I had to like super back up, like near probably like close to the freeway or the highway or whatever, just to show like the little um I don't know if you would call it like a mascot or something, but it's kind of like a like a little statuesque thing of like the little art dude. And I
Hmm.
wanted to show that, and I'm like, yeah, this thing's too big because I had tried backing up, and then I'm like, this thing's too big, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Gave up, and I'm like, I'm just gonna walk inside. Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'm like, at some point, I just decided, you know what, this thing isn't worth it. Especially like from the sun glaring off like the screen of my phone, and it kind of like makes it go black. So I kind of like have to keep, I had to keep, kind of like hovering my hand over just so I could see well enough.
Hmm. Yeah, that always happens when I'm out and about. I don't have enough brightness on my phone to actually see the screen. I'm over here, can't see anything. How do people do this?
They probably just have their brightness like cranked way up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. My battery dies on me frequently enough as it is.
What was on top of the building on the what is it? Jerry's
Hmm.
Artorama?
Yeah,
Okay. It's a clown, or is it a somebody, or is it?
it's like a little dude wearing a red smock, and he has his beret with the what do you call it, the little paint mixing tray thing. I know it has a word, I just can't remember right now. And he's holding his little brush, but yeah, that's pretty much all it was, like the little statue dude, like up at the top of that pole that I was trying to show.
Yeah, I think I saw it. I kind of I've never heard of Jerry's Artorama,
Mhm.
so I think I looked it up. I Googled it, if you will, and I did see something on the building, but I couldn't see. The picture was kind of um, off to one side
Yeah.
because I think he's facing the highway, like you said. If you stepped any further out, you would have been in the highway.
Yeah, like I had to like super step back, and I'm like, and then there's like cars coming in trying to come into the parking lot. I'm like, this is just it's not worth it. And getting in people's ways, I'm potentially, potentially asking for trouble. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna let it go. That's what I had decided. I'm like,
No, well, it's bad enough. You need to hydrate as well. So afterwards, anyway.
yeah, but I mean, I did want to show all the murals because I thought they were really fun.
Yeah.
I had never like been at the back of the building, so I didn't know like that back end had actually been done by school kids, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah. Um, Talking about that, my son did a sculpture for his high school
Hmm.
art class,
Hmm.
and it was about it was a giant tentacle, and of course other people had contributed
Hmm.
to making the tentacle, but it was they didn't know what to do with it. They couldn't get it into the they had he had like a high school or local high school competition,
Hmm.
and they couldn't get it in the building, so they couldn't present
Oh, that sucks.
it. They couldn't present the tentacle, and it was supposed to be about how you know, kind of like your eco horror, what
Yeah,
we're doing to the environment
yeah.
stuff. So kind of raising awareness on stuff like plastic bags going into the ocean,
Hmm.
plastic bottles, things like that. So that was the whole idea, I guess.
Yeah.
That Cthulhu is going to come out and get you.
That's cool. That's funny. It's like Cthulhu has his tentacle wrapped around Poseidon. He's like, he's my bra. We too.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what was his Roman name? I think was Neptune.
Oh
Because
yeah, I forget about Neptune.
yeah, I think it was Neptune, and the Romans had renamed him. Because I know Mercury was Ares, the god of war.
Hmm.
But like beyond that, I start getting like tangled up. Like who's who?
Yeah, because you have your Greek
And that's what I'm
mythology.
mostly used to.
Yeah, yeah. When I hear Neptune, it doesn't remind me of Poseidon. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird. I think of there's this fish place that we go to nearby.
hmm
When I hear Neptunes or Neptune, or I think of records sometimes too, but I don't know why.
I think there was like a kind of like a doo-wop band or something called the Neptunes.
There you go. So
I mean, it was probably very likely so and so and the Neptunes. And I'm like, I don't care. All I remember is the Neptunes. Just sing the song,
just sing the song. Shut up.
right? Just do the thing with the voice and the noise, and it's cool. No talking.
So
Yeah,
Toodle's all right. Noodles, Toodles.
yeah.
To- Is he,
Toodles. Yeah,
is he doing all right?
I brought him into my room and he just curled up and went to sleep. So that's probably all it was, is he was just fussy.
Yeah. Did you close the door, or was he able to go back and forth if he
No,
wanted
I
to?
brought him in and I closed the door and he just curled up and went straight to sleep.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it's a little quieter.
Yeah, I mean that's probably all he wanted because and I'm like I was in here, the door was open, he could have walked in at any time.
Yeah. He's like, "Don't you hear that outside? Don't you hear that?" Oh, that's a bad impression of a hyper dog. Sorry.
No, my first thought was um I don't know. I lost my train of thought like mid sentence. Kind of like the whole don't you hear sounds like me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a dog. I'm a people. I think I'm a people. I used to be a people.
You're the snake goddess.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
that's what they tells me.
Um, do you mind? Do you mind? Of course you mind, but um, no. I was gonna say, do you mind telling me your Chinese zodiac? Is it Chinese zodiac animal?
It's a dog.
Okay, you didn't have to say it. It's kind of like warn. I just kind of wanted to say you don't have to. That was my last
Well, it's
sentence
late.
because you're kind of giving away a lot
Yeah.
by saying that.
Yeah, now you're just gonna have to delete the stream.
Darn it! Why?
Because you tricked me.
Well, you could have lied.
Yeah,
You could,
it's that blue boar ham.
yeah. Or what is it called? I think I don't know if it's called blue boar or that's that's kind of weird. I don't know, remember the name of the ham anymore.
Blue boar ham with Munster cheese and Dijon mustard. I haven't thought of the bread yet.
Well, you don't eat ham, ma'am.
I don't dig on swine.
I know where that's from. Well, be that way.
Fine, I will.
Kermit does. That's all I can say.
Mm, apparently. But I've never seen any pig frog hybrids around. They murdered them.
They murdered them.
It's unnatural. Kill it. Tell everyone Piggy's barren.
Well, especially if they're trying to make bacon. I don't know
Mm,
what kind of bacon that would be.
Dr. Seuss bacon.
I think that's green eggs and ham. Well, I guess they're both green, right?
Well, now you've got green ham and eggs.
Oh, what are we doing? What are we talking about?
Eggs and frog.
Bacon, frog,
Yeah.
frog babies, frog big babies.
Because you call a frog an amphibian. I don't know what you call a pig. I don't know. I'm not Googling it.
Yeah,
I don't want to,
you don't wanna?
you know,
No, sure doesn't sound like you don't wanna. Are you sure?
pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meow, meow. I say.
Yeah.
So, how did this come about? The 26. Oh, it's just the 26 years uh, of Batman. Is that how the whole?
Well, I actually missed the anniversary by like 3 days, and I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
there's this whole new story arc. I forget. Like it's a big thing right now that Batman is marrying Catwoman, and I'm like, well, he's married her before. They've had kids before. I forget.
Oh,
I think the Huntress is their daughter, like depending like which universe you follow.
wow. I don't follow DC all that much, other than like maybe the Watchmen. But
I
um,
thought DC was oh shit. I thought the Watchmen was like Dark Horse or something.
no, I think they're DC.
I don't know.
Before that, before all the Dark Horse and all that came about.
I don't know.
But yeah, going back to DC Comics.
Because I think Warren is even older than DC. No, actually, I don't think Warren is older than DC.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not like well versed. I mean, like the only characters from Warren that I know, of course, are like Vampirella, and then you have like Panther, and they're like the only two characters I know. Um,
And you've actually read the comics of Vampirella,
uh,
or
I mean, I have like collector's cards of Vampirella, but I like the imagery. I forget who illustrated Vampirella, but he's the same guy that did the artwork for Fire and Ice, and it's not clicking right now, and I'm supposed to know that because I did know that.
you're supposed to know that.
Yeah,
Don't you know that?
yeah, but it's not clicking right now. But
We're gonna do a quiz later. You're supposed to know this.
nah,
No,
nah.
DC Comics
Yeah.
101, or characters for that matter.
Oh, I totally fail at that. I don't know who like anybody is. Like I just know like I was told that Deadshot came along way before Deadpool, but like when the character was introduced, everybody was like acting like oh, Deadshot's a ripoff. I'm like, no, it's the other way around. And Deadpool just wound up becoming more popular.
Well, Marvel has always had that appeal, I think. I,
They take someone else's idea and they popularize it. The
true.
thing that supposedly Marvel has not been successful at is creating a successful TV show. That's the only thing DC excels at, and they fail at film, other
Hmm.
than Tim Burton's Batman,
Yeah.
because it's Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. Oh, yeah. My son likes watching God, the Agents of Shield. So
Mm,
that's kind of Marvel, I think. But
I think so.
um, you know, kids, they like everything.
Not really. That's like too much of a blanket statement.
But and I guess at that age, I watch it off and on, but it doesn't grab. It doesn't have that appeal for me. I guess in a sense that um, I never really followed the Agents of Shield storyline, so or what do they call it? The Nick Fury uh, Agents of Shield, whatever.
I don't
So I did like the God, the time period piece with what's her name?
know.
God, I can't remember her name. Anyway, Aquaman was the best.
I don't know.
There.
I've never like read or looked into any of his stuff, so
Oh, we're gonna call it quits, weren't we?
if you want to.
Yeah, I think I'll um I'll stop the stream in just a bit, and so you could. What did you say you were gonna do?
Go to sleep, probably.
Go
Oh,
to sleep. So you can go to sleep because it's gonna be 12 here.
you know
Not that you're far away,
it.
like on the other side of the world or anything. But
Yeah, same time zone.
um, yeah, I'll stop the broadcast now. I guess if you want to say anything, just let me know.
Mm, peanut butter and pickles.
There you go. You heard it here. Peanut butter and pickles. Go get